his people, giving honor to God who is my life. To our co-pastor, to Pastor Atkinson and her spirit, to Reverend Burton, to our royal princes, our evangelists, our musicians, and everyone that made their way this morning. I thank God this morning for the Holy Spirit. Out of all the things that I can live without in life, it's one thing that I cannot live without, and that's God. I thank him for his spirit. Got up Monday morning, putting on clothes, getting dressed like I'm going out of town somewhere. Don't know where I'm going. I asked the Lord, I say, God, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. He said, good. So he said, just go downstairs, get in the car and drive. I got down there, went in the car, I drove. I said, where to now? He said, just keep straight. He said, I'm going to teach you. If you can understand the journey, you can understand your life. I said, oh boy. Got in there, got on Gresham Road. All the lights in the car just popped on in the dashboard. I said, oh Lord, where am I going? So the Spirit said, pull over. I pull over to the Walmart on Gresham Road. And I sat there. I said, I can't get on this expressway like this, all these lights on, God. He said, turn the car off. He was teaching me then that life is a journey. And you don't know where you're going. But if you hold on to God's unchanging hand, if you keep your life in God's life, he'll direct you. I pulled on, I turned it off. Turned the car back on, all the lights go back on. I say, well, he said, that's lesson number one. You can't do things the way you want to do. Okay. Say, get on the expressway. I got on the expressway. I said, well, where we going? He said, just keep driving. I went on past West End, Texas, got on down past over 285, kept going out 20, went past Six Flags, went on past Thornton Road. I said, Lord, where we going? He said, keep driving. Somewhere down there near before you get to Chapel Road, somewhere down where that mall at out there in Thornton, Chapel Hill. I got off on an exit called Campbellton or something. Campbell Road. Campbell Road. He said, turn right. I turned right. I said, now where we going now? He said, keep driving. He said, I'm going to teach you life lessons. If you stay on the path that I put you on, I'm going to direct you where you need to go. So I get down, I done drove somewhere down this line. The sign said something about Villa River. I said, Lord, where am I going? I ain't never been here before. He said, that's good. I'm going to teach you. It's in life. It's places that I'm going to take you that you've never been before. But if you stay on the right road, I'll get you to where you need to go. Got through Villa River. I say, I'm going to pull over. I'm putting my GPS. I'm putting there a state park near me so I can see where I'm going. I pulled over. No state park nowhere near me. So I went to driving. And y'all know that I went in a circle and ended up right back where I started from. He said, I'm going to teach you life lessons. If you don't do it the way I say do it, you're going to end up going round in a circle. I say, now look at the Holy Spirit. So I went on and on, kept on driving. I can't tell y'all. I just saw a sign that said something about Rock Mart, Georgia. I got up somewhere near Dallas, Georgia, and I began to see the mountains. And he told me, say, keep driving. I say, now wait, God. I say, wait, this Spirit, now I got to use the bathroom. What are we going to do now? I say, God, I got to go. So I pulled over to one of the grocery stores and did what I need to do, and I come on back out, and I say, where I go to now? He took me around. And I somehow or another, I end back up on 20. And he headed me back home. And he told me, he said, Janice, this is life lessons. If you stay on the pathway, I'll lead you to everlasting life. I'll lead you back home. But when you do things the way you want to do it, you're going to find yourself going around and around and around in circles. I got to places that was doing construction. He said they're going to be construction in your life. And I had to sit there for about 10 minutes till they finished. He said, that's patience. I'm going to teach you something. All this stop sign, he said, it's going to be some stop signs. It's going to be some yield signs. It's going to be some to go. And it's going to be some stops to go. He said, but I'll get you to where you need to go. I just want to teach you life lessons. So I just thank God for my journey. All I can tell y'all, that it was just something different that I never in my life ever experienced in my life. Putting on clothes, thinking I don't even know where I'm going. Ain't got no job to go, so I know I wasn't going to work. But just dressed to kill. I put on my new shoes and everything. I don't know where I was going to. But he told me, this is life lessons. If you stay with me and follow my directions, you won't go wrong. So I just thank you all for listening to me, for listening to my testimony. And I pray that it would be inspiration to somebody else's life that may not know. You might be at a crossroad right now and don't even know which way to go. But all I can tell you this morning, as Jackie said, just stand still until his will is clear to you. So I ask each one of you all that know the power of prayer, let's continue to pray much for one another.
Struggling month for me. I mean, I thank God for May coming in. I've been through so much in April. I went to the eye doctor. They told me I got swelling in the back of my left eye. And something called jelly in that left eye. But I keep going. And I just thank God for how he keep me going. I'm thanking for my eyes today, because no matter what the doctors say, God is my God. And ain't nothing gonna stop me. Not if I can help it. And I know with the Lord on my side that it will be all right. I went to the kitten doctor. She want to raise my blood pressure pill. I told her I ain't taking it. She said it's gonna help with your diabetes and help keep your blood screen. I said, okay, well, you can keep on my same one. She said, no, I need to up it. She upped that pill to 106. I said, I'm not taking that. I said, I'm not taking that. And I meant it, I'm not taking it. Because God is my God. And I know he'll see everything through. Then to turn around at one of the patient's house, her son backed into my truck. I said, okay. I said, now how my car get hit? I'm in the house getting this lady a bath. And my car get hit. He had on left. I stayed there. I called the police. Police wouldn't come. Just called and said they give me a ticket number. I'm like, okay. So I called my insurance and I stayed there. I waited until he got back. I said, did you hit my car? He told me, ma'am, I ain't hit your car. I said, well, what is them scratches on your car? Oh, ma'am, somebody got me at Walmart like that, and I just didn't worry about it. I said, okay, well, you got a camera on your house. I said, can you run your camera back for me? He said, ma'am, you know what? I don't even know the code. I said, what you mean you don't know the code? He said, I don't. I have to call my wife. And I said, well, go ahead and call your wife so we can run this camera back, so I can see who hit my truck while it's just sitting there. And so he goes in the house and said, okay, I'll be back. I said, okay. Okay, ma'am. I can get in touch with nobody. I said, okay then. I just took his tag number down, got his name and everything, sent it to my insurance company. You know, because, and now he don't even talk to me no more. He used to talk to me when I go there and say, you know what, I don't know what you done did to my mom, but she just love you, man. But I don't get nothing out of him no more, but it's okay. Then turn around, I had 3 of my residents to pass on me. One Friday, the lady asked me, the supervisor said, well, can you go and do a postpartum care for her? I said, I sure can. I had one of the co-workers call me and say, Then when we started doing that, I said, girl, it's okay. She said, no, I ain't going to clean up no dead body. I said, don't you rather clean up the dead than to clean up the alive? Because they ain't going to bother you. She said, no, girl, I'm not doing that. But, you know, she has the little curse words she be saying. I said, girl, you crazy. I said, don't bother me. I've been in this field for so long. Don't nothing bother me like that to go and get somebody to care. But when I got out my car at the house, I didn't even get in the door good. Her daughter came out, and I had just did the lady one time because she had just got on my schedule. I did it one time. The lady was out there, her daughter, she had 2 daughters. They was right there beside her. She came out and she just hugged my neck so tight and said, thank you for taking care of my mom so good. She don't you never get out of this field. I said, okay. Well, little do she know next year I'm out of this field. Because I'm going to retire. And I meant that whether I got the money or not to retire, I'm going to retire. I might go a couple, you know, maybe 2 or 3 days, but that's it. A whole week I can't do it no more. But I just want to thank the Lord because he still got me here and he's still keeping me in the midst of everything that I have been going through. But I want to thank him. I thank him. I thank him because he's such a good God. He is a God that never fails. And I ask everybody, if you just keep me in your prayers come tomorrow when I get ready to go to court with my grandson. And I just ask for your prayers to just come my way. The court is at 9:30. They never come off at 9:30, but you know, they have me there all day. I stay right there because I want to know what's going on and what they're doing. So I just ask everybody, just keep me in your prayers. And while you're praying for me, I'm going to be praying for each and last one of you because I love each and last one of you. I always, when my prayers come, that I love everybody because there's nothing wrong with love. Love conquers all, and we all need to learn how to love each other.
Standing up today, everybody, to thank everybody who's been praying and encourage everybody to continue to pray. Prayer works. Just to give an update on what's going on with the court case and stuff. Like I said about 2 weeks ago, that India's doctor gave her report to the state. The state have to get them a doctor to try to refute or go against the stuff that our doctor said. Man, do you know? The first time I think I spoke to y'all that they tried to give a guy the case and he declined. He said he couldn't take it. Now they don't try to give 3 other doctors to take on the case for the state to try to go against us. Every doctor that they don't got no said they couldn't take the case. So the last thing, we had a hearing on Friday and the judge was like, so on the 13th of this month, the state gonna have to get with our doctor and do a deposition. And they just got one doctor who declined to do it, but he said he'll sit in, but he can't be an expert witness and testify. But he'll sit in with them so they'll have somebody just to sit in on the deposition. So the judge was like, well, if it get resolved, it get resolved. And that's what we want. And he said if it don't, then it'll go to court, it'll go to trial on July the 21st. But we just praying that it get resolved on February the 13th. And, you know, that all be well, you know, because the girl wasn't in her right mind. And even the lawyer and the doctor and even the state, they said that this is a real case for not guilty, not real. So I just thank everybody who's been praying and just to let y'all know that it ain't been in vain. And praying for your grandson too. I know he's gonna come through and everybody who, you know, cause God, he covered his people, you know. He said, never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. So God can't go back on his word. And I thank Janice for her testimony too, because I'm gonna get down, sit down, and we just our last subject that we were doing in our Bible study, we just finished chapter King, but it was just that Israel, they started out in bondage when they found out who God was. And then when it ended up, they went right back in a circle and ended up right back in bondage again. So that just the, just the